2025 has been a gigantic year for fighting games. Major updates coming to games like Tekken 8 with Anna joining the roster, Street Fighter 6 giving us a look at Elena's teaser along with Season 3 right around the corner, and plenty of other fighters in the mix like Bleach, Rebirth of Souls, Hunter x Hunter and then Impact, Demon Slayer, and more. However, today I'm here to give you the ultimate buyer's guide for SNK's newest fighter that's making waves in not just the fighting game community, but across the world. Without further ado, here's the ultimate buyer's guide for SNK's newest installment of a legendary franchise, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. As mentioned before, Fatal Fury is a legendary franchise of not just SNK, but a landmark in the history of fighting games, and at one point was the direct rival to the ever popular Street Fighter series. Now, after nearly 30 years, Fatal Fury is back and with a vengeance. If you never played an SNK fighter, then just know that when it comes to storytelling, they tend to be head and shoulders above the rest. Perfect example being their series, King of Fighters. So with that said, let's do a quick last time on Dragon Ball Z to get you caught up to speed for City of the Wolves. Now, this newest installment of the series follows our new protagonist, Rock Howard, adopted by former pro tag and fan favorite Terry Bogard, whom I'm sure you've seen everywhere, Smash Bros, Fall Guys, and more recently Street Fighter 6. But now the new generation has stepped up and Rock is leading that era. After years of living with Terry, Rock was met by a mysterious man named Kane that revealed to be his uncle, and not only that, but revealed also that Rock's mother, who was thought to be dead, is actually alive. Now having this information, Rock sets out with his uncle to go on a journey to find her, all while still battling with his inner demons he inherited from his deceased father and legendary villain, Geese Howard. Besides Rock though, there are other characters in this game with their own goals and motivations that will collide with one another as the game progresses. And speaking of characters, let's talk about the roster of this game. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves will be launching with a whopping 17 characters. As mentioned before, Rock Howard will be one of them, along with returning characters from the previous entry, GAROU, Mark of the Wolves, Hotaru Futaba, Marco Rodriguez, the Flashy and Cocky Kim Dong-hwan, Bijane, and plenty more. But there are also new characters to the series as well, like Preacher, the Muay Thai prodigy and science enthusiast, student of longtime Fatal Fury character Joe Higashi, and also Vox Reaper, the demon of Southtown and once hired assassin, now under the leadership of Kane R. Highland. City of the Wolves has OG Fatal Fury characters returning such as Terry Bogard, Billy Kane, and the lovely Mai Shiranui, who are all sporting brand new looks this time around. But with this newest installment comes some unusual guests to the party as well, that being Cristiano Ronaldo and Salvatore Ganacci, making their way into this new fighting game, both with unique and creative playstyles that folks are sure to enjoy. Next up, let's talk about the thing you're here for, the fighting. How does this game work? What's it about? What's its thing? What's its gimmick? And the answer to that comes in the form of the Rev system. In SNK's Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, we have the Rev system. This system gives players unique offensive options like Rev Arts, Rev Excel, and Rev Blows. Everyone to do an EX move, into an EX move, into another EX move. But with the Rev system, it's possible. Use the Rev Blow to send your opponents flying with a devastating attack both with a ground and air variation, though only available with SPG activated. SPG only being active once your health is in the section you've chosen for it, be it the beginning, middle, or end of your health bar. When activated, it grants you both access to Rev Blows as well as a damage boost. Or try landing a spectacular super that come in two variations, regular supers that uses one stock or the Redline super, a stronger version that uses two stocks. Also unique to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is the feint and break mechanic. Feint being your character pretends to do a special move, for example a fake fireball animation, confusing your opponents and setting them up for punishes or continuing pressure. Then we have breaks that allow you to cancel moves or break them, allowing you to recover quickly and have even more combo potential. With this system, you have a meter like most traditional 2D fighters would. However, in this case, you can use as many EX moves and Rev mechanics as you want up until it feels completely putting you in overheat. Now in this state, you aren't able to use the Rev system, however there are ways to reduce the cooldown, either over time passively, attacking your opponents, using your supers to take the percentage down, or using your hitting gear. Hitting gears are the secret super techniques that every character in the game has, but remember, you have to have your SPG meter activated and have two stocks stored. Once you meet those criteria, you are able to unleash your hitting gear that not only does huge damage, but best of all, completely removes your overheat, reducing it to 0, getting you back into the fight. And if you're worried that it may be too much offense, don't worry. SNK has thought of that and brought back classic Fatal Fury defensive mechanics like Just Defend and Hyper Defend. By tapping back in time with an attack, you essentially parry it while also gaining health and reducing rev meter usage. And if you're good at it, you can then tap forward to Hyper Defend and land a super of your own called Guard Cancel. This will make opponents think twice about spamming fireballs or just being super aggro. If you're looking for a fighter oozing with mechanics that promote creativity, this is the game for you. Moving on to the topic of game modes, Fatal Fury COTW will feature the online amenities that we've all come to expect in modern fighting games. There will of course be online mode where you can access matchmaking on both ranked and casuals. Along with ranked and casual, you will also be able to have a large lobby size for private and public sessions featuring different sections for multiple fights to happen all at once, so no worries about long wait times. Next we have the clone mode. In this mode, the game itself studies your playstyle as you're fighting online and instantly creates clones of not just yourself, but of the rest of the player base, giving you a chance to fight both your clone and others while also sending your clone to fight everyone else. Then there's also the newest mode to the series, EOST mode, Episodes of Southtown, a single player RPG mode. In this mode, you'll fight against various contenders with different conditions, earning XP among other rewards for these battles. As time goes on, you'll level up your character. Now, not too much is further known about this mode, but SNK has been hyping up this particular one for a reason, so it remains to be seen what happens with it. Lastly, you have color edit mode and jukebox mode. Color edit mode is exactly as it sounds. Don't like any of the default colors for your characters? Don't worry. With color edit mode, you will have the freedom to go and customize your character's colors to your liking. Everything from hair, eyes, skin color, and clothes, and even adding different patterns. This is a much welcome mode that has not been around for some time in SNK Fighter, so suffice to say, many fans are excited. For my music lovers, Jukebox mode will have a giant catalog of music from not just the Fatal Fury series, but also SNK's other fighter, the Art of Fighting series, which will have every song from both franchises totaling 390 tracks. Best of all, you can make your own playlist and customize the background music of specific modes and menus, and with the inclusion of the music collaboration with the 11 world-renowned DJs, including Ganache, making 19 specially made tracks for the game, that bumps it up to 409 tracks, with again plans to continue updating the catalog. Now wrapping up this guide, we finally reached the pricing and DLC. If you're interested in this game but just wasn't sure about the price, then don't worry. The game will be $59.99 USD on launch and will include Season 1 with it. That's right, all of Season 1 characters will be included with the base price of the game. And speaking of Season 1, SNK has revealed its entire lineup, starting with classic Fatal Fury character Andy Bogart releasing in summer 2025, Ken Masters from Street Fighter releasing also in summer 2025, another classic Fatal Fury character Joe Higashi fall 2025, Street Fighter's own Chun-Li in winter 2025, and finally Art of Fighting's own Mr. Big in early 2026, with plans to add more characters and more recently announced that majority of characters from the franchise, and that's every game in the franchise, popular characters will be making their way into City of the Wolves. For anyone interested in the physical deluxe, unfortunately it will not be available on Xbox, and when it comes to pre-ordering the base or deluxe version of the physical, unfortunately you will not be able to gain early access. That perk is reserved solely for pre-ordering the digital version, allowing you to play on the 21st, 3 days before the global release of the 24th. Now what's included with the deluxe version is 2 sticker sheets, the game itself, a collector's box, a steelbook with 2 OST discs, an art book of City of the Wolves with over 100 pages and a double-sided poster, and finally a DLC costume of Fatal Fury 2 Terry. All of this for $79.99 USD. The Fatal Fury 2 costume comes with the pre-orders. So now that we've gone through everything you need to know about this game, the only thing now is for me to ask you this. What are your thoughts? Interested in trying out Fatal Fury City of the Wolves? Are you a longtime fan of the series, or are you new and looking to give it a shot? Let me know down in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves will be hitting the scene April 24th and for early access on the 21st, 3 days prior to global release. Till next time, I'm DecepySwag. Later.